Mini episode 1426 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1426. This is FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with our preview of Yellowstone episode 4.10. Here's our top 5 notes of interest heading into the season's final episode. Number 5, Jimmy is coming home, however briefly. Okay, so our grousing about Jimmy's apparently disconnected adventures in Texas was a bit off, as he'll be returning to Yellowstone at least briefly before resuming his 66 adventures on a premium streaming service. In the meantime, presumably he kicks Mia to the curb in favor of his new chick, who at least has never tried to get him killed. What's the plot twist to kickstart the spinoff? We're about to find out. Number 4. Casey is going native. In light of media reports that he's about to make a decisive choice between John on the one side and the wife and kids on the other side, a necessity firmly on the back burner right now, by the way, it seems like the wolf, the tribe, and other elements are going to pull him that way. Sorry, John. Number 3. We know who shot the sheriff. It was a criminal gang, but now John, Jamie, the developers, and everyone else will be dealing with a new, independent-minded lawman. This seems significant, since so many characters on this show count on getting away with murder and every other crime under the sun, but that's likely a development more for the future. Number 2. What will Beth do to get back into her father's good graces? And will John's preference that she move out cause friction with Rip? Because it would pretty much have to, right? Lots of questions arose from John's out-of-nowhere frustration with his daughter's tactics, which in fairness have not been previously directed at a gal so recently in his bed. And speaking of Summer, is Beth going to further undermine her new employer and risk exposure by undermining the case against Daddy's favorite hippie chick? There's a lot of ways that this could all play out. Number 1. Jamie's dad square off for some rude sentiments at a roadside diner. Is this really where we're at heading into the season finale? Clearly nothing's getting resolved between John and Jamie/Jamie's adopted father, nor between John and the developers this season. Honestly, this season has felt more meandering and disjointed than previous ones. A less generous interpretation is that, with this show becoming such a cash cow for Paramount, they've decided to drag out their remaining storylines across more seasons. Hopefully that's not what's happening. It is true that last season ended with an unexpected wallop, and maybe there is another such all-encompassing conclusion looming that will tie together all of these underwhelming threads. We can only hope anyway. Thank you for joining us for this mini episode of the FDH Lounge.